Hello everyone, this is the Yamato Stitcher. If you are new here, this is a channel about cross stitch, and I talk about the projects I stitch. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back to see and to share a little bit of fun time with me. Today I would like to share a few whips, a few work in progress, and I would like to do a stitch with me at the end. So if you don't want to see the stitch with me, you can just cut off where the works in progress ends. And the project you're seeing now is the Lady and the Tramp from MCG Textiles, and I've worked on a few stitches around here, but I haven't done the back stitching yet. I just wanted to reach the end to the right, and if you look closer we can see the cats that Aunt Sarah brought, and I need some back stitching here on these cats and some of the buildings. There's a big blue roof. And I've passed the border of 50% of the project. And that was one of my goals for 2021. So a little bit of a yay for me. This is stitched on 36 count white linen, and I'm using the threads that were included in the kit but switched out the fabric to linen, seeing that there were a lot of fractional stitches. I thought I couldn't stitch on the fabric, which was HAED, that was included in the kit, so I'm stitching it on the linen, and it's going pretty good so far. The second project I'm going to share with you is, I think the English title is Demon Slayer. It's Kimetsu no Yaiba in Japanese. And this is the two main characters of that story, of the animation. And we now have their faces and part of their hands and a little bit of Tanjirou's kimono. Now if you know the story, you would know what where this picture was used. And this picture is a jacket cover, should I say, a cover picture for a CD that was included in the animation, which is very famous now. Yes. We don't have a lot of colors in here, so their skin tones are, stitched in 2 or 3 colors, so we don't have a lot of gradation or anything. But if you look at it as an animation picture, I think it's nothing funny, and I like this area. It's only 2 blue colors, but it's coming out nicely. I think I'm about 70% through, and we have a little more to go with his kimono and a little bit of their arms. And we have a lot of her hair, her long hair that's coming out in here, and of course her kimono too. The animation series are starting a new series from October. So I was pretty motivated to stitch this project. And the next project I'm going to share is my HAED project. This is a picture called Japan Garden by Dominic Davison. I've stitched about 900, yes, close to 1,000 stitches. I'm doing a vertical vertical stitching. I'm using a parking method, and this is where length of a page finishes. And around here, maybe 3 more to the right, is where the 3rd page ends. Or was it the 2nd page? Oh, I forgot. Yes, but gradually I'm progressing. Now let's do some stitching. Are you working on a HAED? Or have you finished one? I'm curious. One of the reasons why I picked up my HAED project again is because I saw someone else started her first HAED project. Yes, I was motivated, and that's something very important when stitching a project that is very big. Don't you think so? Talking of big projects, has anyone stitched or is stitching a cross-stitch studio design? I found out about it in someone's Flosstube, and I'm finding myself not to buy one. I like their animal charts and scenery charts, but they are so huge. If you're interested, go search Cross Stitch Studio and see the wolf chart. It's more than 1,000 stitches wide. I think it was like 1,200 stitches, I think. And they have this gallery page where they put the customers' stitched projects and progresses, and they look very, very good. They look awesome. It's become my high priority, must buy in the near future list. And their charts are not pricey at all. $15. I think that's cheaper than Heaven and Earth Designs, right? They're like $19. Well, I guess I'll have to decide when I'll buy it. Maybe when I finish Lady and the Tramp, right? So many charts you want to stitch, but so little time to stitch. But even if you had all day or all year to stitch, you wouldn't be able to stitch everything you want to. I admire stitchers who say they don't mind if they don't finish their projects while they are alive. I can't do that. I can't think like that. They purely stitch because they want to. I want to stitch. I like stitching, of course, stitching itself. But at the same time, I'd like to see some progress in finishes. I filmed this Stitch With Me part up very close because I'd like to see Stitch With Me with close-ups. But then you see what you're doing is not what you want to do. Sometimes you're spreading your threads in the middle, and you get to see that yourself. So maybe it's a good thing that sometimes you film yourself and try to find out what you can improve. And now that's the last stitch for today. Yes. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video and happy stitching.